We found it. We found it once again, my friends. The perfect camera's upon us. It's a Samsung from 1901. If this video looks even remotely acceptable, Samsung, why'd you leave us? You left us. We're a dying industry. We know it. Someone behind me. I stopped and let him pass me. Take that, life. Who's in control now? Me. So today I just want to talk a bit about how Samsung left the industry chasing the gold. They knew it was a dying industry. They chose? Can you chose something? Chased. It's a plural word. World? Oh no.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Hey, little buddy. Hey, you're a pigeon. You're a pigeon. Oh, you got a limp. Oh, that's so sad. I believe in you. So we're on the Samsung NX1 with the kit lens. I don't know if it's a kit lens. It's the 16 to 50. It's like they're probably their best lens. An f2 to f2.8 zoom. Are you believing that? You can zoom on this bitch. Maybe not. I have no idea if I'm in focus or if the image stabilization is even remotely possible, or how it handled that piece of sunshine. Golden sunshine love. How did it handle that? It's cold. My nose is frozen. Now, I never told anybody this before, but my first camera was actually a Samsung camera. Briefly. I bought the thing, took it home, I was making videos, but the audio sounded so terrible. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know what it was. It was just a little point and shoot. I don't even remember the model. But I took it back, got that Canon SD1100 IS, and I was like, oh, there it is. The audio was so much better, and I was like, okay, there we go. It probably lacked in a bunch of features. I don't know why I went with the Samsung first, but I went home and researched, and it was like Canon versus Nikon. Those are the best. I was like, okay, Canon seems to be on the upper hand of that one, so let's get one. So Samsung's been making cameras for years, little point and shoots. I don't know what they've been doing. I haven't been paying attention, but eventually they made some racket in the camera industry by releasing this camera, and it was like, holy shit, what just happened? It had 26 megapixels. Is that even good? It had construction worker silencing adaptation. It's in the menu. I have a feeling this is going to be absolutely unusable by my standards, but whatever. They made a try. They tried. They had like amazing oversampled 4K, amazing autofocus. It's like, all right, Samsung is here. The giant. It's like, take that, Sony. I was highly eyeing that Samsung NX500. It's a little tiny APS-C camera with a flip-up screen. It had no mic jack, but I didn't know all this stuff. And I remember asking a question. I was like, if I never go beyond the kit lens, will it look any better than the Canon G7X? And he's like, no. That's the only advice, so I just didn't get it. It would have if I just bought another lens. Would have looked amazing. So I ended up going with the Canon G7X instead of getting my first interchangeable lens camera. And it worked out well. It worked out alright. I kind of wish I would have got that, but now we have it. It's bigger, brother, and its bigger lens is so heavy. Somebody send help. Send a giraffe. So here Samsung was making these killer cameras, and we're all awaiting the next one, the NX2. Nothing happens. They just disappear. They don't even make an announcement like, yeah, we stopped making. They just quietly backed out of a room awkwardly. That's not right. You gotta at least leave a note. Samsung, write me a note. So basically what happened, Samsung read the forecast, saw that the camera industry was dying. Everybody has their smartphones. So they put all their effort into that. They stopped making cameras completely. They chased the money. You can't chase the money and be successful in life. Sure, you're worth billions. You call that success? I beg to differ. Lend me $41, please. You know, I started my camera channel knowing it's heading right downhill, sliding down fast. The camera industry, I know it's dying. I don't give a shit. I love cameras. I love filming. I love YouTube. I love making videos. YouTube saved my life. I'd be swinging off of, there's no high buildings. I used to be a high-rise window cleaner. I'd be swinging off buildings freezing right now if it wasn't for YouTube. And I want to just promote it. You got a message to share. You can do it. Point is, I know full well that camera industry It's not looking so promising. But if you believe, I thought of switching over to smartphones. I tried it briefly. I tried those, the iPhone 11 and the Samsung Note 10 Plus. Unusable. Absolutely unusable. User error, of course. I didn't use the Filmic Pro app and take control of everything. It was so weird. Samsung had a control app in. It said Pro mode. And I was like, all right, I'm setting all my settings. Like, oh, that looks decent. Oh, you can't. Oh, it's only for photos. It's a goddamn photographer's app. Photographer. Stacy, I know the bison looks dangerous, but just get on him. Pet him first. Oh, he's throwing you. The shutter speed. Oh, there's motion blur in the shot. I guessed the trajectory wrong. I clipped off most of her head. Oh boy. That's not gonna sell. Point is, if this video is somewhat usable in 2020 almost, Samsung's, when did it come out? I don't even know. 2014 or something? Their old technology was better than anything at its time. In its time? I'm just disappointed we didn't get to see the evolution of Samsung in the camera industry. Can you imagine what the NX3 would have looked like? The NX2 would have crushed anything available, and the NX3 announced just last month over at cameraconspiracies.com. It doesn't exist yet. Someone probably just bought the domain name, so I have to buy it. That hurts. Should have held my cards closer to the chest on that one. That hurts. But the Samsung NX3, it'd be shooting 6K, oversampled from 30K. Phase detection autofocus, dual phase detection, quadruple pixeled autofocus pixels underneath 3 of the pixels. The thing would just perfectly expose, like it's probably doing right now. I can't see it. It's got no flippy screen, but that would have been in the NX3 for sure. Flippy around screen that attaches to your forearm and you just peek down. People won't even notice what you're doing. It's too bad because the smartphone's never gonna catch up. It's just, for video, it just doesn't look right. The tiny sensor, you're never gonna get that big boy look. Come on now. So Samsung, I hate to admit that the boardroom meeting you had to dissolve your company was interesting and fun, but I didn't want people to hear it like this. Alright fellas, the public seems to like our NX1. We did good, so we're gonna shut down the business completely. Boss, should we shut down? I mean, we just sold 40,000 units at 91 million yen per unit. Profitability factor. It's in the report. Let's keep on going. Nah, James, the camera's too good. The public doesn't even know what to do with it. We gave them everything. People are taking pictures of walruses and shit. Oh, come on, boss. There's bound to be a photographer that picks up that camera one day, takes a nice shot of sun stars coming through the tree or something. The Christmas tree. Can you imagine? You don't get it, James. Today's culture is all about good enough. You got a tiny little phone this big. It's good enough for them. They don't have morals or values like they used to back in 1941. When you had to walk to work to milk your cow. People aren't like they're not built like they were once. Boss, we have Sony on the brink of bankruptcy. The NX2 will flatline them. We have to release it. We cannot let them take over the world. Sony will consume themselves with greed, James. The writing's on the wall. Just let it happen. That is the kamikaze attack. Let them kill themselves. There's bound to be a better photographer, boss. Hey, little buddy. Hey, little buddy. I got one. Here. He's eating it. He likes hazelnuts. So it's freezing as shit. Samsung, you better look amazing. How was the stabilization? Was it the best camera you've ever seen? I'll be pissed if it looks better than my G85. It's heavier. And this will be the first video I edit fully in DaVinci Resolve, because H.265 files can only be done there. So we're moving on up. If the audio sounds like shit, that's why, because I don't know how to do it. Aha. But the color grading. Oh yeah, DaVinci is better for color grading. Just it's so much easier to get the natural look you want and need. So I appreciate that. We're done. Thank you for buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt or a Canon Cripple Hammer shirt. And subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.